This is LM Studio. What is the difference between LM Studio and other online services? You can host LM Studio on your own system. That means even if you are offline, this LM Studio and all of those functionality will continue to work, and all those data are stored only on your system itself. So safety, security and privacy wise, tools like LM Studio and Olama are best. As I was wandering through different AI models, I have found some models capable of image processing. See, I have found only two types. One is Gemma, like two or three variants of Gemma that supports image understanding, that is visual understanding. That is the reason why I can see eye symbol over there. Another model is Qwen 2.5. It is having 7 billion parameter. So I have already installed this and Gemma. Let's use Gemma. See, I have already tested this image. Like, let me show you. I was trying to access Earnet. At that time, Earnet did not open. It was throwing 504 gateway error or similar timeout error. So I made this screenshot. On the background, it was having a AI related code editor based on VS Code or VS Code. I'm not sure. But by the way, you get it, the VS Code itself. And along with that, it has some AI capability. I asked with this image, like describe, and it rightfully described. It was having a browser in window along with a Visual Studio Code, and it is describing like this is the code editor, most likely Visual Studio Code, VS Code. You can see the file explorer open with a complex directory structure. It rightfully understands the context, like it also has understood those folders like public, script, Docker, templates. So there was a folder called templates and it was having Docker file Kubernetes manifest. That means it understands the code and file structure, code structure. So only for 3 GB of model, it is quite impressive to see like it is having so much capability, especially having the visual capability. We need to understand each and every model is having multiple layers of different technologies. Like the best technology is Transformer. Why Transformer? Because it is the base of any LLM technology. Why? Just to communicate with humans so that it can communicate with simple understandable language. That is the reason why we need transformers. Above that, we need data, a lot of data. That means whatever data you want to query for. Another thing is character recognition. That means the OCR, optical character recognition. That means it can understand the written text from an image file itself. So you are having some kind of handwritten or text, it can understand. Another type is text to speech, speech to text. Those are different models. So it is having combination of transformers, OCR, image understanding, and I think much more, and a lot of data compiled within this model, only 4 billion parameter, and I think it is having a quite lot of information baked into it. And other application like timeline, bottom timeline, and Google Chrome is open. A separate browser window is open, possibly for the research or accessing external documents. Here I see it did not get the context right. I was just trying to open a website which was not opening, and it is asking like, oh no, I see gateway timeout error. Let me ask if it is having a deep understanding, like what error it was having on the website. Let me see if it can understand the reason. Okay, within a moment it is replying, extremely pleased to see like it got the correct context and it understands like what 503 means. So that I already knew, like it is having a quite lot of information baked into it, and it is providing some insights why that site was giving 503. By the way, the system I'm using right now is like a i5 system having, let me show you, it is having a i5 system having quite a lot of RAM and a AMD Radeon GPU, but this model is not utilizing this Radeon GPU. That is the reason why it is performing so slow, like 5.5 token per second. I believe if I run this on my another system that is having a quite better GPU, especially NVIDIA GPU, I hate it. Like they provide CUDA, that is not so open technology. So let's visit tomorrow with updated information how my experience goes if I run LM Studio on the other system, and I will try to use another operating system also. As I understand, on Linux, communicating with GPU or even multiple GPU is not easy task, and those driver related configurations are so easy with Windows. So I will try this LM Studio tomorrow with another system and will update.